So the new season of Attack on Titan came out. At least the first episode. What were your thoughts?
A lot of size.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No, what was interesting, what I'll say, what comes out at the start without any sort of, you don't have to think about it. It's so fast. It's just like they're not concerned, It's just oh no, the plot's cool. You didn't kind of see the episode. You didn't see the last episode.
I get that. I get you saying it's really fast because like it felt like we moved through the episode really hard.
Yeah.
But I also feel like the tone of it was a lot slower.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like in the last
it was a break
season,
episode.
we had like dinosaurs like running across the screen.
Yeah.
But in this, I mean, like. Of the 20 minutes, 3 of it is that opening, and that opening's slow AF.
So
I
you're saying,
the
the opening was the warm-up.
The season feels slow so far to me. Even though the episode felt fast.
Well, that's going to be because the opening is a little boring, so I kind of tuned out for that.
This is my thing. When you're watching Attack on Titan, like Season 1, Season 2, the openings felt like you were about to go fight freaking Titan.
Yeah, they used march music. It's German march and, like, choir. Like.
This seems like, we're going to go back in time, look at our past, look at, like, everything's calm. I'm like, are we watching the right show?
Which I feel like, I also feel like we've done a lot of that.
There's been so much backstory, especially with Eren and Mikasa, and including the new guy with the mom who became a Titan and on top of the building.
Oh yeah,
like
Connie.
Poor Connie. So we've gotten a good amount of Connie. So we've gotten a good amount of backstory, but now it's like okay, like. Cool, we've had backstory, like we've now had this new revelation of Titans and what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's keep that rolling.
And plan, because remember at the end of that season it was like, oh, Eren can kind of control it and like work and has all these new abilities and powers and our understanding of the world has really grown, and then it feels like they've just brought us back to like, Eren can't turn into a Titan.
We're in trouble.
We're gonna fight regular people.
Yeah.
It feels like a setback.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the when an episode of an anime is like, hey guys, this is the first episode of the season. We're gonna go. Yeah. We all saw the first episode of My Hero Academia this season. That was like a completely made up. You warm them up.
I guess Attack on Titan feels different because it's only the third season of a show that's been around for 7 years.
Yeah.
We had such a gap. Like we talked about in another video, like about like the gap and how like that really just crippled the series. But that really sets the bar of expectation really high. That like. Coming into it, it's like, we're gonna move through plot. Like, we're sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say with this season, I'll give it props. It didn't take forever to give us the next season.
True. And like, I can't say,
momentum.
the one thing it has built on itself is its beauty, and it hasn't lost any of that. If anything, it has made itself maybe a little bit more beautiful in that sense, and that's kind of one thing that I massively take from Attack on Titan is just how pretty it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be a gorgeous series to sit down and watch all through. Like in one run. I mean, you'll notice the end of the episode cards, the number of the episode, that has not changed in aesthetic throughout the entire series.
Yeah.
So it's clearly trying to thread some similarity between every episode.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go back to our point we did make in the last time when we talked about season 2, though.
Yeah.
It looked really beautiful, but like I always just go back to like it came out in 2015 when it looked or in 2011 or 12 or whatever when it looked that beautiful, and it's just been several years since, and I'd like to see it either go up, but I would say that like to your point, like not a lot of other anime have really like upped the ante where like it needs to be even more beautiful. It still does look
Bride
beautiful.
of Magus is definitely something
kind of
that I'd say.
Yeah, I mean there are beautiful like anime out there, but like it doesn't feel like it's lagging behind at all.
Right.
It does look beautiful.
It definitely looks like something that was definitely ahead of its time then
and
now it feels like it's a part of our time.
Well, it's a well meshed out, and there's zero like filler episodes or episodes that just don't feel like they fit in the other ones. It's all standard in a fight anime, and that's the thing. In a shonen like that, typically we get the episodes. You watch Dragon Ball Z, and you'll be like, I'm not fighting this episode, so...
It still doesn't feel like it's going to come out every week, and like the animation quality is going to drop because of it. It still does feel like a showpiece style.
Yes. And I think that's a big thing that Funimation's trying to do here. I mean, that's clearly the goal now, is to be like, we want the cred, you know, they want...
We're copying that American model of like, oh, it's a really good animated show, but you're only going to get it every couple years.
Exactly. They want now the sort of, they want to set a standard with it, and be like, no, this is how we do things now.
Stuff I like, though, we get a lot of stank face from Levi.
Oh, yeah.
We got a reaction from him. I'm so happy.
Emotion?
Real emotion?
Yeah.
I don't know if pure rage is really an emotion.
I mean, it's
we
like
haven't
regular...
already seen.
It's different than disgust.
Exactly.
Okay,
It took 6 years, and we finally got a different look from Levi.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of fan service out of this episode. We get Armin getting groped, of course.
Oh, no.
We knew that clock was ticking.
Hey, we get a buff check from Armin too. Definitely a beefcake. We know that now. A little more muscle than we expected.
He's already gone through so much. Poor baby.
We get Mikasa being cold as hell, and I mean that's good. You know, tying in all the things. Eren feeling worthless, so we're touching base.
Good.
We make a comment about how Historia or Christus, she's like, oh, I was lying about who I was, and we're like, yeah, we could all tell.
I do love the science girl though. She is like, they pulled it like full Angela Lansbury like detective, where like she just looks like she's in a soap opera, and every time they cut to her face, she's like, oh my god. It's really funny. It's really good.
She is Sherlock Holmes too.
Yeah,
she is a strong character that's threaded out.
You know, her progression has gone from just like a crazy mad scientist with like, I want to know everything about these Titans to okay, now I do, and now I need to know what people are.
She helped us catch up to where she is now, but now we're at a point in the story where
she catches up to her other characters.
Everybody's on the same page.
It's cool. I like with the introduction, obviously, this like counter faction of people instead of Titans, which is kind of disappointing. I do like that it puts us in a place though where like we finally kind of have like a direct antagonist though, instead of being like, yeah, there's some existential church bullshit we'll get to way later, but like it's like, okay, here's like a guy with a gun named Kenny who can just fight.
He's got a hat, you're gonna recognize it. It's not like season 2 where, you know, you see the shots of the dinosaurs and you're like, we promise something happened.
Again, like at this point I'm kind of along for the ride in the sense that like I don't really ever expect them to really kind of pull through and like pull out the promises like that they've made full stop.
The fact they showed Eren's dad at the end of like the last season, and for me that kind of was the final nail in the coffin as far as me really like thinking about what this is saying. I'm like, I feel like
we'll definitely get our existential ending and be all of us will be kind of like,
exactly. It happened.
You know. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below, guys, and check out Attack on Titan Season 3.